Let's talk about reference counting in Python, and I want to make sure I really understand it.
Reference counting is the primary memory management technique used by Python.
So it's part of garbage collection?
Exactly, it's the first and most immediate layer of garbage collection.
What does it actually count?
It counts how many references point to a particular object in memory.
A reference meaning a variable, right?
A variable, a data structure entry, or even another object pointing to it.
So every object keeps track of this number internally?
Yes, each object has a reference count.
What happens when the reference count increases?
That means a new reference was created, like assigning the object to another variable.
And when a reference is removed?
The reference count decreases.
What if the reference count reaches 0?
Then Python immediately deallocates the object.
Immediately, not later?
Yes, that's a key feature of reference counting.
Can you give a simple example?
Sure, if you do A equals, the list has one reference.
And if I do B equals A?
Now the list has two references.
If I delete A?
The reference count drops to 1.
And if I delete B as well?
The reference count becomes 0, so the list is destroyed.
That feels very predictable.
It is, and that's one of its strengths.
Does this mean memory is freed right away most of the time?
Yes, for objects not involved in reference cycles.
Ah, there's the catch.
Exactly. Reference counting alone can't handle circular references.
Like two objects referencing each other?
Right, their counts never reach 0, even if nothing else uses them.
So they stay in memory forever?
They would if Python didn't have an additional garbage collector.
That's the cyclic garbage collector.
Yes, it detects and cleans up those unreachable cycles.
But reference counting still does most of the work?
The vast majority of memory cleanup happens through reference counting.
Does reference counting affect performance?
Slightly, because counts must be updated whenever references change.
So every assignment has a tiny cost?
Exactly, but it's usually negligible.
Are there any benefits beyond immediate cleanup?
Yes, it makes resource management more deterministic.
Like closing files sooner?
Often yes, but you still shouldn't rely on it for that.
Because timing isn't guaranteed in all cases?
Especially when cycles or different Python implementations are involved.
Does reference counting work the same in all Python versions?
It's a core feature of CPython, but not required by the language spec.
So other implementations might behave differently?
Yes, they may use different garbage collection strategies.
That's good to know for portability.
Definitely.
Can programmers see or inspect reference counts?
You can, using debugging tools, but it's not meant for regular use.
Because relying on exact counts is fragile?
Exactly, it can change with implementation details.
So reference counting is an internal mechanism, not a programming tool.
That's the right way to think about it.
Summing it up, objects track how many references point to them.
And when that count reaches 0, the object is destroyed.
Simple idea, but powerful in practice.
Yes, it's one of the reasons Python feels so automatic.
Automatic memory management without constant pauses.
That's the beauty of reference counting in Python.